Due to our lifestyle, sometimes we feel very tired, sluggish, or drained, or out of balance. So in this next 30 minutes of a yoga practice, I will help you to feel energetic and increase that vitality that you need in your day. So let's get started. This is Arpita, your yoga therapist and Ayurvedic practitioner. For this class, we don't need any props, but if you happen to have a blocks, do keep them on a side. We might use it later on. Okay, so let's get started finding that comfortable seat to begin with. So finding that Sukhasana, comfortable seat, let your palms rest on your knees, palms facing down, index and thumb touches together, and start to focus on that breathing. Notice how are you feeling energetically at this point. Bring your awareness to that inhalation and exhalation. Notice the rise and fall of your breath. And with each inhale, start to expand the top of the ribs, the bottom of the ribs, and then finally the belly expand on inhalation. As you exhale, that gradual contraction to that abdominal, and the breath move up to the chest, throat, and out through your nostrils. Let's do 2 more breaths like this as you inhale and exhale. Feeling that chest, ribs expansion on an inhalation, and that contraction of the navel on exhalation. Okay, you're going to blink your eyes open. We're going to start with our hands to the chest to begin with. As we inhale, we're going to take our arms out to the side in a cactus variation. And as we exhale, we're going to start to round our back, bring our hands to our chest, and you draw the chin into the chest, okay? So as we inhale, we expand here with the cactus variation. If it feels okay in your neck and shoulder, you can start to gaze up a little bit. And as you exhale, giving yourself a hug, drawing that chin in, rounding into that upper thoracic spine. And we'll just kind of move into this simple cat and cow variation. We're gazing up on an inhale, and drawing that chin into the chest, rounding your upper back on an exhale. Let's do this one more time as you breathe in into that nice expansion, and then exhale, finding that contraction. Okay, let's take your time. One more time here. And then exhale and rounding and pausing here. Now go ahead and release, shake it out. Take your shoulders up, back, and down. And go ahead and bring your left hand to the left side of your mat. Extend the right arm out and then externally open here. So this is our starting point. As we inhale, we breathe here. And as you exhale, you come into that side lateral bend. And we're going to continue this. As we inhale, you come back to that starting point. And as you exhale into that side lateral bend. 2 more times, breathing in and breathing out, finding this nice stretch into the side of the ribs here. One last time, take an inhale breath. And as you exhale, finding that side bend, pausing here, staying here. Really feel the expansion of the side of the ribs happening here. With each inhale, remember finding that expansion, and with each exhale, you're rooting it down towards that sit bone. Take another inhale breath here, and then exhale and come back to that starting point. Take those shoulders up, back, and down once again. And then go ahead and bring your right fingertips down. You're going to externally open the left hand. And as we inhale, we stay here getting tall. And as we exhale, finding that side lateral bend. We're going to continue in and out a few more times with our inhalation and our exhale count. Taking your time, going very slow, gentle movement here. Finding this nice stretching, expansion of the ribs. One last final time. This time we're going to stay here. So you breathe in, finding that nice stretch into that left side of the ribs. As you exhale, making sure you ground it here. And then when you're ready, slowly take your time and bring yourself back out. Roll those shoulders one more time up, back and down. Very good. Now let's go back and meet me into that tabletop posture. So we're going to come into tabletop as we find our wrist, shoulder in a line, knees and hips comes in a line. We're going to start with inhalation here. And as you exhale, we sit back into that child's pose. Nice. Take another inhale breath. Come back into that table, gazing in front, chest away from that navel. As you exhale, forearms drops first, torso to your legs, sit bone comes third, and then final, your chin comes into the chest. One more time, inhale, chest away from the belly on inhalation, and you very gentle roll the shoulder head back. As you exhale, forearms first, torso to your thighs, sit bone comes down to those heels, and then finally the chin comes in. Very good. Come back into that tabletop. Now you're going to keep your wrists down on a floor and extend the right foot back to the back of the mat. And then here, keeping the right toes down on your mat, we're just very gentle, moving front to back here. Very gentle, just finding that one straight line of energy from the back heel towards the crown. And then when you're ready, you lift the right foot off the floor. You're going to stay here on an inhale. And as you exhale, you draw the right knee into the chest. You round your upper back. You draw the chin into the chest as you bring your right knee close to you. As you inhale, you extend the right foot straight back. Chest move away from the belly. And as you exhale, you draw it into the chest. Let's do this one more time. As you inhale, finding that nice extension of the spine here. And as you exhale, you draw it in. Last time, inhale and find that right foot straight back. You have an option. You can stay here or you can bring the right toes down. See what works with you today. Keeping those hips level, really engage that lower belly. So engage that core so you're not dumping in that lumbar spine here. And as you exhale, drop the right knee down next to the left and meet me in a child's pose. When you're ready, let's come back into that table. We'll find that tabletop, we'll extend the left foot back. And again, keeping those left toes down to begin with gentle move of our spine, little bit front to back here. So gentle movement. And then when you feel ready, go ahead and lift the left toes off the floor. We're finding that inhalation, we're staying here. And as you exhale, you start to bring the leg in, you start to round your upper back. You draw that chin into the chest as you bring that knee close to your chest or close to your face. As you inhale back into that spinal balance with the hands are down today. And as you exhale, that knee to chest. Let's continue deep breath in. And then exhale, you bring it back in. One last time. As you inhale, extend. And then exhale, draw it in. Nice. Inhalation, extend. You can keep the toes down, or you can continue to lift that leg. Be mindful that your hips are level here. You're not lifting too high. You're engaging that core, so you're not dumping into that lower back. Take another inhale breath here. And as you exhale, release. Sit back once again in that child's pose. Nice. Take another inhale, exhale breath in this child's pose. And then when you're ready, let's come back all the way on our belly to begin with. You're going to find your fingertips underneath the shoulders here, and then top of the feet press down into the floor. When you're ready to take your next inhalation, you're going to inhale and come up in a cobra with the right leg lifted. And as you exhale, bring yourself down. Next time, when you inhale and come up in a cobra, your left leg comes off the floor. And then exhale, you come down. Let's continue to do this one more time. So try not to use the bicep muscle. Inhale, use your back muscles to lengthen first and then lift. And then exhale, you release and come down. One more time on that left side, breathing in and breathing out. Take your time, come down. You can rest here, kind of move your hips a little bit side to side here. Very good. When you're ready, come back into table and then sit back once again into that child's pose. As you inhale, come back into that tabletop, and then from that tabletop, you're going to bring that right foot forward between your hands. We're going to come in a low lunge variation, and this is the time you might need to use your blocks. If you have them close by, then it would be a great idea to use your blocks here. So your front knee is in a line with that right ankle. You have your hands on the blocks. As you inhale, you stay here for that low lunge variation. And as you exhale, you straight that front leg. You move a little bit back into that half split or half Hanuman pose. As you inhale, once again, you bend and you kind of use your hands to support your blocks here as you roll the shoulder head back and you lift up into what we call low lunge variation. And as you exhale, we'll come back into that half split. Again, one more time, taking an inhale breath, finding that low lunge pose. And as you exhale, coming into that half split. One last time, inhale, finding that low lunge here. Now go ahead and bring yourself out of the pose. Use your right hand on that front leg. Reach your left arm up overhead. Take an inhale breath first. Lean a little bit forward. And as you exhale, come into that side lateral bend. So you can keep your hand on that front leg, or you can use your block. Maybe take it to the right side of your mat as you find that side bend here. Nice. Take another inhale, exhale breath here. Feel that expansion of the front of the ribs, the back of the ribs, and the side of the ribs happening on that inhale breath. And as you exhale, come back to that half Hanuman once again. Step that right foot back into that tabletop, and then one more time into that child's pose. You always have an option to take your hands to the back of the mat in a child's pose, or you can continue to keep your hands forward. Whatever works in your body today. Take another inhale, exhale breath here. And then when you're ready, come back into that tabletop and we switch. We bring our left leg forward. So find that left foot between your hands. Right knee at the back of the mat. Both your hands are on the blocks, helping you support and be lifted here. So finding that low lunge variation as you inhale into that lunge, and as you exhale, finding that half Hanuman. So we're just going in and out few more times, breathing in and breathing out. Nice. Take another inhale, exhale breath here, going with that movement. And then last time as you inhale, bend through that front knee, go ahead and come out of the pose. You can use your left hand on that front leg. Inhale, reach the right arm up overhead. Lean tiny in front and then come into the side bend. So continue to rest the hand forward. Or again, you can use a block on the left side of the mat as you come into that side lateral bend. Nice. Take another inhale, exhale breath here. And then come back to center. Go ahead and straight that left leg. And then step the left knee back next to the right. And once again, we'll end it up in that child's pose. In this child's pose, you're going to keep the heel of the hand off the floor. So stay on your fingertips. Take an inhale breath first. And as you exhale, start to walk to your right side of your mat. You're going to look under the left armpit. You're going to start to bow the left ribs. Very good. And then when you're ready, we come back on the inhale. And then exhale, we walk to opposite side. Look under the right armpit. Bow the right ribs. Take another inhale, exhale here. Feel that side bend or the side bend postures really give you that energy and vitality. When you're ready, let's slowly take your time and come into Vajrasana. So you can face to the long side of the mat as you come into the Vajrasana and just pause and stay here. Nice. Next inhale, go ahead and come up. We're going to use a block on the right side. So you're going to drop, keep the right knee low to begin with and extend the left leg, left toes out. So left leg is straight and maybe you have a block next to the right side of your mat. Okay, so we're going to start with the gait variation as your right knee is bent and your left toes are facing to the long side of your mat. Okay, this is your starting point and we're going to start with the inhalation in that cactus arm variation. As you exhale, you're going to come into that side bend. So inhale and then exhale into that lateral stretch. Take another inhale breath here. And this exhale, you're going to continue to go into that lateral bend. Keep the left leg, left hand straight, and then reach your right arm up and over as far as you can. Again, finding that nice stretch into that right side of the lateral bend. And in this position where the hips are level, it's actually better for the lower back, so you're not dumping the tension in the lower lumbar spine here. Take another inhale breath here. And as you exhale, come out. This is where you're going to use your block. Bring your right hand on that block and we're going to come into a modified variation of what we call side plank. So we take our left hand towards the front of the mat and as we inhale we bow the top ribs and as you exhale we take the left fingertips up towards the sky and we kind of flatten the side ribs here. Okay, so again inhale we bow the top ribs and we kind of bring the fingertips as more down towards the front of the mat. Nice. And then last time, take another inhale breath. And then exhale, all the way. Come out and go ahead and sit down. Find that Vajrasana variation. And let's sit here. Take a few inhale, exhale breath and notice how is your energy at this point. Comparing to the first pose we did in the beginning of a class, how do you feel now? you're starting to feel a nice energetic, and it's a pranic energetic, not just the physical body, but the emotional body, mental body also feel energetic at this point. Take another inhale, exhale breath. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead and come out. We use the block on the left side of your mat, left knee down, right leg straight out. Keep the right toes towards the front, towards the long side of your mat. Again, we start with the cactus arm variation. Take an inhale breath here. And as you exhale, lean to that right side as we go in and out few more times in this cactus variation. And then when you're ready, your right hand comes down, your left arm reaches up and over. Take an inhale breath, really get the side body stretch here. Take another inhale breath here. And as you exhale, come out. Go ahead and use that block to support your left hand. Take an inhale breath and reach your right arm all the way towards the left side as far as you can. And see if you can start to bow the top ribs. Nice. And then exhale, you're going to come out a little bit of the pose. So again, very gentle movement here. Let's do this one last time. As you inhale and bow the top ribs, reach your top fingertips towards the crown as far as you can, and as you exhale, all the way come out. Very good. Let's sit down once again into that Vajrasana adaptation. So just pausing here. And again, coming back to that breath. How am I breathing? What is the level of my inhalation and exhalation breath? And what we're trying to create in this class is from a yogic tradition, or the yogic term we use is called a Brahmana, right? So Brahmana is a good energetic nourishment and vitality flow of that pranic. So that is what we're trying to cultivate in this practice, more Brahmana energy. Take another inhale, exhale here. Nice, and let's take your time. And you're going to find that, once again, that comfortable seated posture that you were in before. So let's bring your soles down, bend your knees and press your soles down into the floor. And I want you to take your fingertips a little bit to the back of your mat, and very gentle, you're going to move into what we call seated variation of windshield wiper legs. Nice. Then come back to center. Take your left leg straight forward. Bend through that right knee. Very good. And then go ahead and bring that right sole to the left side. You can lean to one side, bend the bottom leg here. So we're going to go into that seated variation of a twist. So take your right fingertips to the back of your mat. Again, you can use your block here to support you. And be mindful that you're sitting tall on an inhalation. So anytime we do twist, you want to keep your spine straight. You want to keep your spine tall here. So breathing in. And as you exhale, that gradual contraction of that lower abdominal as you're starting to twist to the right side. Take another inhale breath, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale and finding that twist. And then final version, when you find that twist, then go ahead and bring your hand and you can support that front knee. And again, keeping that spine tall with each inhale, finding that expansion. And with each exhale, finding that contraction of the lower abdominal. Staying tall here. Nice. Breathing in. See, on the next one or two exhale, you can go a little bit deeper into that twist. So when you're twisting, is not in the lower back, it's more in your upper back. So that ribs are the left side of the shoulder moving away from the midline, the right side of the shoulder blade coming close to that midline. And then when you're ready, let's slowly take your time and come out. You can straighten those legs here, shake it out. And then when you're ready, we switch left knee bend, left leg on other side, roll to one side, bend through the bottom leg, making sure you're sitting tall here, right? That's a key element in the twist. Take your left fingertips down, take an inhale breath. So again, getting tall as you exhale, that gradual contraction, and you're starting to twist to your left side. Breathing in. And then exhale. One more inhale breath. And then final, when you find that twist, then only go ahead and bring your hands. Some people like to kind of hold on to that front knee, or you can kind of come into this variation. So whatever works with you. You can close your eyes here. Twists are very rejuvenating to our system. It enhances that Agni, that fire element, in a good way. So all the three doshas resides in our belly. And twist is actually the posture that actually focus on Samana Vayu. Samana Vayu is one of the Vayu that lives in your belly. And when that Vayu is balanced, your digestion is good. Let's take another inhale breath. And then exhale. You slowly take your time and come out. Let's bring your soles of the feet close together. We're going to go into the forward variation of a butterfly leg. So as you inhale, lengthen that spine. And then exhale, fold forward here. Again, just finding that fold. You can stay on the fingertips if you like. Seem to happen to have a block here. You can use your block to support your head. Nice, take your time. Walks back to that seated pose, and then go ahead and we're gonna lie back down on our back. And once we come on the back, we'll do some counterbalance action, and then we'll find that Savasana. So finding those knees into the chest. Once you are on the back of your mat, you can just very gentle hug those knees in, do a gentle rock your side to side. And then next time when you inhale, take those knees away from your chest. And then exhale and bring it into the chest. Next inhale, the legs are up towards the ceiling and the arms reaches to the back of your mat. And then exhale, the knees come into the chest. Very good. Inhale, the knees away from you. Exhale into that Apanasana. Inhale, the legs are straight, the arms reaches to the back of your mat. And then exhale, bring it into the chest. One last time. Inhale, knees away from your chest. Exhale, bring it in. Legs up, arms reaches to the back of your mat. Final hug to those knees. Very good. You can rock your little bit side to side. Gentle movement here. And then when you're ready, let's come into that final relaxation. So try not to skip this pose. This is a very important posture in yoga that we call Savasana, relaxation. So keeping your legs mat distance, find that comfortable lying posture. You can rest your hands on your hips or on your belly, or you can just bring your arms out to the side. See what works with you. And let's just close your eyes here. You're most welcome to stay here a little bit longer in your Savasana, in your relaxation pose. And then when you feel ready, you can start to roll to right side of your mat in a fetal position, and then bring yourself up. Come meet me in a seated posture. The beginning of the class, what we did, comfortable Sukhasana. Starting with that intention of how are you feeling? Noticing the breath here, the inhalation and your exhalation. Taking your time, bringing your hands to the heart center. Thank you for moving and breathing with me. I hope you enjoy this practice. Do share this practice with your friends and family members, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment how you felt after the practice. Until next time, Namaste.